Hello everyone. It is such an amazing day for me today, sure. Meeting you here in Warsaw in Poland. Actually, I call Poland my home since I live in Gdansk for the last decade. So welcome to the event, and I'm very happy that you survived the whole day, which has been very tiring probably after all these sessions. So for those of you that we have just met today, my name is Faruk. I work for Revpanda. I am the Chief Revenue Officer in the company. I've been working with Revpanda, mostly with operators, affiliates, and also B2B providers. Some of those companies, they are just starting their iGaming journey, and they are just building their branding, and they are building their operations. And some others, they are established companies, and they are just kind of stuck at their growth, and they are looking ways to just go further. So let me, for those who may not know Revpanda yet, let me tell you a little bit about us. Revpanda is an iGaming digital marketing agency, and the backbone of our services is SEO. While we provide SEO services, we also have copywriting, link building, digital PR, translations, localizations, and many other services as well. So I work at Revpanda mostly in the marketing and the business development part, and for me it has been a great journey because I see a lot of companies and a lot of case studies. And today, the whole presentations actually will be about the cases that I have seen, and I have been a part of helping those clients. So I would like to share all of them with you today. So before I move forward, so as Zoltan was talking about, I would like to give away an SEO audit to one of you. So please go ahead and scan this QR code, and then you will be asked your name, your email address, and your company. Then later on, after the session is over, my colleagues will tell me who is the winner, and we will see and congratulate the winner here today. So please go ahead and scan it. You may wonder who is this guy just standing over there. His name is Chema Hermoso. He is our Chief Growth Officer, and he is running our SEO teams. He thinks he looks like Pedro Pascal, so I just wanted to put him here. He works with most of our 6-digit budget brands at Revpanda. So whatever the outcome of the SEO, it will be brilliant after him. So everyone got the QR code? I just want to make sure you can have the chance to win an SEO audit. All right, there are a couple of people. I'm waiting for you. Then we'll get started. All right, here we go. So today's presentation will be all about, as I say, the mistakes that I've seen in iGaming business, especially in digital marketing. So you may find it quite obvious, but I have this question a lot, and I talk to a lot of people every day. And the first topic will be about market selection. So we witnessed that there are a lot of people, they would like to start their iGaming business, and they come over, and they just want to enter multiple markets with no or low budget. So let's say that they have got 50K, and they want to enter multiple markets, let's say 5 different markets. So they end up with having small casinos in different countries. But if they just drill into a single country, focus on them, in the midterm they may have a better brand. Another thing also that we notice is the balance between Tier 1 and Tier 2 countries. So there's always a risk in Tier 1 countries because it costs quite a lot. Look at Germany, look at Norway. Even if you want to buy some links from Norway, it's like starting from 200, 300 euros per link. So it's quite expensive. On the other hand, you can just go to Bulgaria or some other countries like Romania, for instance. You can start business over there. So there's always a diversification you may need to consider. You need to find the sweet spot when you enter multiple markets. Also, ease of market is pretty important. So some markets are harder to operate because of regulation reasons. Some markets are easier. So you need to calculate all those things. And everything should be in line with your budget. So that's pretty important. So let's say that you selected your markets, you want to enter those countries that you would like to go, and you want to start your digital marketing efforts. spending money in SEO is a well-spent money. So definitely you're going to benefit a lot from this. I see a lot of operators, they just invest in PPC and affiliate traffic, and they get this boost straight away. However, it is important to have a constant growth of your organic traffic. So for that reason, SEO is pretty important. However, if you invest in SEO without fixing your technical SEO profile, that may lead really some problematic outcomes. So I would like to share with you an example. So let me see if this works. Oh yeah, very good. So we had this client, they came to us, and they had a lot of content pages. So on their website, they had almost 1,000 content pages. And they asked us, hey, can you please create some content? And we were like, okay, sure, but let's have a look at your SEO. So we did an audit, and we figured out like hundreds of websites, they were not indexed. They had like crawlability and indexability issues. So as you can see here, even Google suggests, hey, please use Google Search Console. And also, as you can see, these are not indexed. And look at the numbers, like 950, 40. So these are quite big numbers that are not indexed. That means waste of money. You spend a lot of money for copywriting, you spend a lot of money for PR or link building, and the outcome, not indexed website. So make sure that your technical SEO profile is in line with your SEO strategies. So we talked about the SEO, let's continue a little bit further in the SEO. Do we have any operators here? Can I see the hands, please? Any operators? Awesome, thank you. All right, so usually operators, they spend a lot of money with affiliate traffic, and usually it looks like, let me just go ahead and show it to you. The flow looks like this. So users, they go to Google and they search the branded keywords, yeah? For instance, this one. This is just a random website, guys. I mean, I am not affiliated or I do not have any kind of relationship. I just chose one of the companies on Google. So when users search the branded keywords, for instance, in Poland, we have Superbet, right? So they just choose the keywords as Superbet Poland, and then what comes outside is that on the Google search, the affiliate websites, because when affiliates, they do reviews for your casino, for your operator website, they started to rank. And if you're a new company in the market, in this case, what happens is that unfortunately, you're not ranking on top one, yeah? So for that reason, it suffers and your SEO traffic is not really flowing organically from your website, it is coming to the affiliate sites. So when it comes from the affiliate sites, you need to pay some CPA or rev share to those affiliate websites. So here's an example. Look at the casino. None of this is the casino's website. They are all affiliates. And this casino needs to fix the SEO or try to do some kind of brand protection, which is the next slide that I would like to talk about. As a solution to our clients, we build brand protection sites. So basically, when users, they search on Google your branded keywords, they see, obviously, you as number one if you invest in SEO. And then number two, number three, number four is going to be your satellite websites that actually you built. And then people, when they click there, they end up on your website and you're not paying those affiliate commissions. So we saw some cases like even 30% savings on affiliate fees that operators were paying. So here is a case study. This is one of our clients. So this client came to us and they said, look, we're not ranking on Google, can you help us? And then we checked it and we came out with some technical SEO suggestions. And the client told us, well, we can't do this because we are working on a very rigid, very heavy code, very inflexible platform. So whatever you tell me about the technical SEO, I cannot do that. So for that reason, we understood and we just started to be a little bit more creative. And we created those brand protection sites for them. All these, apart from the top one, of course, apart from this one, the other ranking ones, as you can see, they are satellite websites. And whenever people go there and they click on these affiliate sites, they go to the main site. So a lot of money is already saved from the affiliate traffic. I hope affiliates are not angry at me that I shared this one, but that is useful for our industry. So let's move forward with the off-page SEO a little bit. So the first thing comes to our mind is obviously link building. If you have a good link building strategy, it can be super beneficial for you. You can have better visibility, you can have better rankings, and obviously you're going to have an organic traffic coming from there as well. However, I notice in iGaming business, there are lots of companies that are after some quick gains. So what they want to do is, they want to spend a little bit less, and they go to some spam links or PBNs, public blog networks. So they go over there and they acquire all those links. And then what happens? Let's have a look. They may get penalties from the Google or other search engines. And also they can have some poor user experience. Another thing is obviously the traffic will be falling. So as you can see, there are some negative effects like brand reputation, or even when we hit this problem and we have toxic link building practices, it causes the penalty, and then it is super hard to recover from there. So it is time taking, it's also so challenging, a lot of back and forth communication over there. So this is an example, a real example from a casino affiliate. These guys, they came to us back in April, and they told us, hey, can you please prepare us a link building strategy? And then we just checked them and we prepared very good white hat, good link velocity kind of a strategy for them. It was very thorough research on our end, and we proposed it. And the guys, they chose a little bit cheaper way of doing it, and they said no to us, and later on we noticed that they actually used PBNs. And over there, as you can see, look, this is a very good example of PBNs. And over here, and over here. That's not a good practice. It is like influencers, they follow somebody and they ask other group people to follow them back, and they create their own little, let's say, community, and they call themselves influencers, right? It is a similar situation like this. And what about the effects? The same contact that we had. So if you look at here, so they had about like 100 links that they built over time, and from, I think this is April, from April till July, look at this number of new links they built. It's like almost 400. Of course, this is not a good practice. Google understood this as a kind of a violation, and they think that this is spammy, and they just gave a penalty to them. And look what happened. The organic traffic suffered really badly. So that's a very good example of a bad practice. So just a reminder, if anybody couldn't have the chance to scan the code for the free SEO, you can go ahead. I see Maria, I'm waiting for you. No worries. Awesome. All right, let's move forward. So we talked about technical SEO, we talked about off-page SEO. Now it is time to talk about on-page SEO. One of the most common mistakes that we have seen with the content of iGaming websites is having multiple pages targeting the same keywords or the same topics on your website. So basically this is something we call as content cannibalisation. So I can show you some examples here. This is actually another real-life example. So as you can see, this one example, this is something I made up, but over there, these are all the same thing. You know, they are talking about the same user intent. So best online casino, UK, and so on. This is just the same thing. And all these websites all the pages are actually targeting each other, and they are competing in the same website. Imagine you have got different pages competing on Google, and you spend money on copywriting and link building and so on those pages, and they are not ranking because Google is getting confused. It's called keyword confusion. And also it creates another confusion called user confusion. So let's say your users, they go and search something on Google, and what happens at the end of the day, they just cannot really see which page they should go. And it's also a very bad, let's say, user experience. And at the end of the day, you may also face some penalties from search engines. So here's another example of content cannibalization. So here we have got free sports betting. This is a keyword. And this client came to us, and we cannot see this one unfortunately, but there are like 3 pages on the same website, and they are targeting the same keywords. So this client came to us and they told us, hey, we cannot rank, so can you help us? And when we had a look, we saw that they had this content cannibalization issue, and we did some merging of these websites. So we figured out the best page and we merged them and we fixed the problem. As we talk about the content issues, I need to stress about the content velocity, especially for those of you who are just starting iGaming websites. Usually, what happens is companies, they just dump all the content that they have got at once, and when they do this, this is not an organic way of doing stuff, right? So in this case, Google understands that. Look, this is a very good example of an organic page. So as you can see, it follows a trend. But over here, this is exaggerated a little bit, exponential way. So look, it goes up, and they get a penalty all the way down. So your all traffic is gone. You don't need to wait for a Google update. You already messed up your own SEO because you just dumped all the content that you have got. So it is pretty important to have an organic velocity of your content when you upload them. This is an example. This company, we are working with them. They are a new B2B provider, and they asked us to set up a website for them. And as you can see, we planned their next 18 months. Those in green, sorry, those in yellow are the ones that we set as initial structural pages, and green ones are the ones that we set up in the first 6 months, and later on blue 6 months to 18 months, and after 18 months these are the pink ones. So these are the pages that we plan ahead of the, let's say, start of their website building. So this is a very good way of planning for your, let's say, new iGaming website. If you search, for instance, best sports books on Google, majority of the pages that you're going to see ranking on the top SERPs, you will see them that they were either published within the last 6 months or they were updated in the last couple of weeks. So I strongly recommend you, if possible, post fresh content or update your content regularly. It is going to give a boost on your SEO. Chema, the Chief Growth Officer, who looks like Pedro Pascal, he often says this example about best mobile phones, let's say in 2016, and there is like Nokia, you know, Siemens, and so on. This page probably was ranking top in 2016, but it's not going to make it right now because Google understands the freshness of content, and it is one of the part of the algorithms that nobody knows actually. So the next topic, let's talk about converting this time. So you set up your SEO, technicals are in place, off page is in place, and also you have got pretty good content. But at the end of the day, if your page is not converting, you're not making money. So for that reason, even I've seen like quite big brands, they are not paying enough attention. So here I get an example for you. I don't know this website, I just Googled something and I saw this. So they do not have CTAs, they don't have internal linking, nothing attractive for me to go and click over there. It's just like whole block of text, nothing pretty. So this page obviously is not converting. But if you look at the next one, over here, this is one of our clients. Over there, we built for them a banner with a top operator, as you can see. And also, what we did is on the sidebar, we put a couple of those strong links that people often read and spend time on the page. And also here you can see this list, top list of the operators. So we put them. And this is super attractive for people. There's like ratings and so on. If you scroll down, you can also see some internal linking. As you can see, these are like some internal linking. Everything on this page is encouraging people to go and click. So this is super important when it comes to your conversion rate optimization. So you have got your conversion fixed, so people go to your website, and on your website they want to actually sign up, they want to have a registration flow and deposit and get started with the games. Well, if you expand to different markets, or if you added a new gateway on your payment options, and if it doesn't work, if your let's say, registration flow is frustrating, this is not really good when it comes to getting those payments, and also not good for your brand reputation. I strongly recommend that you can check your payment methods. So let's say that you're expanding to Brazil, right? So in Brazil, Boleto is one of the most popular iGaming payment methods. You can go ahead and test the payment method in the country. At Revpanda, we have got a service called payment method testing. So in Brazil, we have got a tester. He has local bank account, local credit card, the most importantly, local internet connection. And he or she tests your payments over there in the country, records the whole registration flow, deposits, KYC, withdrawal, and everything else. So this is something important that I need to mention today. And this morning, during the presentation, I think the first one, I heard about some gray markets and also black market operations. Well, yes, some iGaming websites, they are operating in those markets. So it is pretty important to monitor those domains that you have got, if they are accessible or not. For instance, we have got this client from Chile, and Chile recently started to block domains. And they were operating from Europe. So what happened is they just went to bed and they woke up in the morning, the website is not working. This is also a very common issue in Greece, in Poland, where we live. So if you want to make sure your domain is accessible, you can maybe set a kind of a monitor over there. And it is not really the case that you work with a, let's say, DNS monitor. It's not the same thing. When governments ban your domain, they are not doing it through like DNS panels or something. So it's not the same thing like your text, let's say DNS record is missing. So that's not the case. So they cut your access, domain access through ISPs, internet service providers. At Revpanda, we work with internet service providers. For example, in Poland, we have cooperation with Orange, with T-Mobile. So we get direct access, and we know whenever your domain is blocked by government, we immediately, within 5 minutes, send you a notification so you can switch to your mirror domain. That's a kind of a system that we launch actually on Revpanda platform. You can go ahead and check app.revpanda.com. We recently launched the platform. There are also a link building tool. You can also find over there the copywriting tool, so you can directly order your links or your copywriting. You can enjoy the payment method testing and the block monitor, which we operate in right now 30 countries, and it's expanding. So that's about Revpanda platform. And now, before I finish my presentation, I would like to invite all of you who are going to Sigma Malta. So we are organizing an event called ACE Alliance. This year already we organized this event in Riga, in Amsterdam, in Cyprus, and the next one is going to be in Malta. And we're expecting around like 300 iGaming professionals. So you're all welcome joining us in Malta at this event. Now it is time to check who is the winner. So I'll just go ahead and have a look at my Slack, and my colleagues will probably tell me. Okay, Gvidas from NeoPay. Can I see? All right. Congratulations. So you just won a comprehensive SEO audit from Revpanda. Probably in a couple of minutes, my colleagues will be sending you an email, and we'll tell all the instructions to you. So I'm really glad that you guys stayed, you survived till the end of the day, and I appreciate your time. I hope you have a couple of takeaways that you can apply when you come back to your desk tomorrow at work. So thank you for your time, and have a great show, guys. Cheers.
Thank you, Faruk. Great job. Thank you.